All right, guys, so we got the job opening numbers coming out here in about 3 minutes. So let's do a quick breakdown of this chart. This is the 2-minute chart. We can see that this 70 area earlier was resistance. Right now, we're here at the 53s. So let's go to a higher time frame to get a better idea of where we're at in the overall move here. So the hourly chart, we had this big move down yesterday. We pushed back up into this 70 area. A little bit of resistance back there from Wednesday. We pushed off this low down there. We got a pivot point on the hourly at the 888s. So we kind of reversed out of this move lower. We pushed up. We've got the VWAP there at the 1515 on the hourly, and kind of looking like this would be a higher low to start to push back up with that pivot point to the upside there. So now if we go to the 15-minute chart, kind of the same story. We're above the VWAP. We're holding that 14 EMA as support. We've got that area right here. I would think that this area right here gets run. So we basically get a big push up here at when the numbers come out, and then possibly get denied and run back down. But in general, I'm thinking that the high of these candles will get taken out. We'll kind of push up into here, and then we'll either make a higher low here, or we're going to sweep that and just go right back down. So either way, when these numbers come out, I'm thinking it's going to be a quick rip up, take out this liquidity. The shorts don't want to short right here. They'd rather short up into this level and then take this thing lower. So that's the 15-minute chart, kind of giving us an idea. We put in this low down there, a pretty strong low at 345 for the London Open. And that 980, that 15,000 area, a nice little bounce back up off of that. So a big kind of wick on the bottom of that 15-minute candle. And we've got a little less than a minute here. So now we're going to go to the 2-minute chart here and see if it plays out like we're looking for. We'll switch over here to Quantower and see if we get a push. So basically, I'm looking for a push above this 60 area. A little reaction right now. We're going straight down there. So I'm going to grab 5 long right there, and we should push up here towards that 70-80 area next here now. And I'll look to add to this once I get confirmation, once we start pushing up here. So this is the 3-minute chart right now we're looking at on Quantower. Looking good so far. This is basically the move that we're looking for. We want to see that move kind of sweep to the low and then get this rip up here and try to go through the 50s, 60s here. I'm going to add to this now. We're getting the confirmation. We're up to that high. We just get through the 60s, 70s, and then we should try to push up there towards the 80s. There's a pivot point up there at the 81s. So 81 pivot point up there I'm looking for. We are long here off the 44s now. Let's get this to rip here. I'm always got my finger on the flatten. If this doesn't really start squeezing straight up, I can flatten it and get right out. If you're wondering where my stop is, my stop pretty much is I want to see us holding that 14 EMA. And now up there to the 60s, I want to see strength through here. Looks good. There we go. We're pushing. 65 should go right through there. And we get a little bit more through the 65s. Like I said, we're looking for that 70 sweep here, right through the 70s there. Up there to the 65s, we're up $4,000. If we can go right through 70s here, we are on it, and we are killing it here. So let's see if we can get a little bit more, baby. One more push here. Very close to our target that we already had identified there. Through the 70s right here, right now. 68s. Get a little bit more out of it. And I'm actually going to add right there. So now we have 15 contracts, and we should take out this 70 level and try to push up there towards the 80s very nicely here. Those numbers came out. The dollar selling off. Everything pretty much playing out exactly like we're looking for. So let's go right through the 80 level here next, or a 70 level, and then I'll take profit through the 70 push. And pretty much now my stop is like down here, break even. I got my finger on the flattened trigger in case I need to get out, but it looks like we're trying to go through here. So let's see if we can get it all the way through the 70s there, all the way through the 70s like we had planned before the market moved here. We're holding there nicely, kind of right where we closed that last candle. So now our stop really is like right below the low of this candle, 58s. So we can move our stop right there to the 58s, and this should go right through 70s now. Go right through the 70s there. So you can see it did exactly what we were looking for. It pushed up here to the 70s. We drew this before the market moved. We had that little drop down there and then the squeeze straight up. So we get through the 70s here and then try to get there towards that pivot point at the 80s. I just want to get that squeeze through 70s right here, right now. Looking good. Just got to get through it. 69, the high of those candles, 68, 68s. We go through there. We go through there. You know what I mean? If we go through there, we go through there. So, all right, looking to see if we can hold here at the 60 area. Want these candles closing above 60. Nice little push right there. Beautiful. Looking good. Let's get all the way through there now. Get through the 70s here, Patrick. Let's go right here. Like we said, we're going to lock in $7,000 of profit. Let's go 75, 75, 75s. I'm sorry. 75 push. We're getting 75 push here. 75 push. All the way through the 75s right here, right now. And I'm going to lock it in for $7,000 right there. What a beautiful trade. How it all played out. We had it lined up before the market even opened. Up there are the 75s. I'm not going to be greedy. I'll take it. I'll take it, baby. I will take it any day, any day, any day now. What a trade. What a beautiful read. We had the dip. We had the rip. We got through the 70 area. Guys, we had this all laid out before it even happened. Nobody is doing it like this on YouTube. If you're not tuning into the live streams, make sure you tune in. Check out the Market Flow Trader community. If you want to learn more, we're doing it here live every single day. I talk about these setups. I show you guys what I'm looking at and all that fun stuff. So if you enjoy these videos, hit that like button, subscribe button. We're doing it live every morning, trading futures through Top Step. There's the push up to the 80s, right to the pivot point. It all played out. Now the question is, do we put in this high or low here and go higher today, or do we start to turn back down? I really don't care either way. We are absolutely on fire.